Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of all well. And shalom unto the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. I am the Baba Kalab from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. So in this lesson, I want to go into basically how the Most High, Yahweh, is in control over the issues of life and death. Because you're going to see this video clip I'm going to play here, where there's a woman who is standing on a tram platform with her headphones in, using her mobile phone, who is completely oblivious to her surroundings, and she steps out into the way of an oncoming tram, which the driver beeps the horn and tries to emergency brake, but she was too close to the tram and she would have been hit if it weren't for, in the eyes of the world, if it weren't for that quick reactions of a security guard that was standing on the platform. Now, that's how it looks in the eyes of the world, but to those of us who are spiritual and understand how the Heavenly Father, how it works, it wasn't the quick actions of the security guard, it was simply the fact that the Most High had not sanctioned for this woman to die on this day and in this way. And that's what caused their life to be spared. And that's why I find this very interesting, because when you understand how the Heavenly Father operates and you see a situation like this, you start to see it as the workings of a very well-oiled machine, to where the Most High sent His word in the sense that this woman wasn't sanctioned to die, so therefore He would orchestrate events to where she wouldn't die. Now, to us on the earth, it seemed like she was very near to death. But again, if you look at it from a spiritual perspective, she wasn't near to death at all, because the Most High hadn't sanctioned for her to die on that day. So therefore, there is no way that her life could have been taken, because she simply wasn't sanctioned and ordained to die on this day. However, if she had been sanctioned to die on this day, then there's nothing that would have saved her life at all. She would have end up underneath that tram and with a one-way ticket to the spiritual realm. Now, let's get this precept before I play the video. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and verse 8. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither is there any power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. So the first part of that precept is what I want. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he power in the day of death. So, as I said, there's nothing that could have been done to save this woman if it was sanctioned for her to die in this day. Let's play this video.
If this isn't a lesson in look both ways before crossing, then what is? A quick-acting security officer noticed the woman about to walk right in front of an oncoming tram and yanked her out of its path. It happened in the Turkish city of Kayseri. Officials say the woman was wearing headphones, but the officer was monitoring the yellow safety line. While she was looking in the opposite direction of the oncoming tram, she didn't get by this vigilant officer, who saved her just in the nick of time. She may have taken a tumble to the ground and caused a bit of a scene at the tram stop, but everyone seemed relieved that this situation didn't turn tragic. After a discussion with the officer, she thanked him with a handshake and seemed to go about her day. Hopefully, she and onlookers learned a lesson to pay better attention to their surroundings. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Muzzle. This situation was just in the nick of time. While she was looking in the opposite direction of the oncoming.
Yeah, there you go. So to us in the mortal flesh, this seems like, a close shave. But again, as I say, in the eyes of the Lord, this wasn't a close shave at all, because she simply wasn't sanctioned to die on that day. So there's a couple of other precepts I want to get on this. This is Matthew 10. It's Matthew 10. Matthew 10 and 29. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall to the ground without your Father? But the very hairs of your head are not all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows. Read that again, Matthew 10, starting verse 29. Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall to the ground without your Father? See, so even a bird doesn't die without the Most High giving the say-so and okay and go ahead for that to take place. And again, it says, but even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So this shows the power of the Heavenly Father. He operates in ways that we simply cannot comprehend. It's way above our station to understand just how much control Yahweh exerts over everything. That's why he's called the Most High. He's got the title of the Most High. He is in control of everything, even the issues pertaining to life and death. This is even confirmed in his precept. Was his precepts? Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39. See now that I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. See, the Most High controls the issues over life and death. Read it again. See now, Deuteronomy 32 and 39 again. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. This is Job 33 and 17. Let's read up a bit. Job 33 and 14. For the Most High speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and seeth their instructions, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. So what we saw happen here is the night before this happened, the Most High had written into the spirit of these people to operate in exactly the way you see them operate here, to where he programmed this woman to look right but not left and step into the way of this oncoming tram. But also in that same night, the Most High programmed this security guard to notice her out of the corner of his eye and to grab her by the scruff of the neck and drag her out of the way of the oncoming tram. This is the power of the Heavenly Father demonstrated.
And yanked her out of its path. It happened in the Turkish city of Kayseri. Officials say the woman was wearing headphones, but the officer was monitoring the yellow safety line. While she was looking in the opposite direction of the oncoming tram.
Yeah, this was all set up by the Most High the night before, all orchestrated by him, and it all played out perfectly according to his will, so that woman didn't die. And her life was spared. And again, let's read some of these comments here. People seriously lack situational awareness these days. Whoever designed those brakes needs to be recognized. I find it absolutely ridiculous that regardless of her wearing headphones, she didn't look both ways. Like, what the fuck was she doing? Yeah, because she wasn't programmed to look both ways. She was programmed to step out into the oncoming tram, and that's how people die. In this situation, the Most I had it to where he had someone nearby who he programmed to react. But, on any other day, that's simply how other people perish. survival instincts of a toddler. While the guy that saved her had incredible awareness and reflexes. He literally saved that woman's life in a split second. He should be hailed as a hero. Never ever wear noise-cancelling headphones when going outside. Yeah, those can be dangerous, man. Noise-cancelling headphones. Both of these men saved their life. The officer and the tram driver stopped. Yeah. Yeah. Same thing people are saying. She has low survival instincts. But you know what, man? It's not that she really had low survival instincts. It's that the Most High programmed her to do what she did. It's as simple as that. It was the hand of the Heavenly Father that this all played out in the way that it did. So when we see situations like this, we should apply a spiritual mindset to see it's like looking at the inside of a clock. When you see a clock on a surface level, all you see is the face of the clock and the hands moving around it. But if you used to take the face off, or take the back of the clock off, you'd see all these little gears working and turning in order to make the hands turn. There's a lot of little elements. There's a lot of little moving elements all working together that makes a clock work. And it's the same with the way the Heavenly Father works through life. And as I say, in situations like this which pertain to the issues of life and death, which is why I find this very interesting to observe with a spiritual mindset, because we see these precepts playing out and we understand on a deeper level how the Heavenly Father operates. So Lord willing, that was a little interesting insight into that. I found it interesting because that's what I saw through this situation through the Spirit. But Lord willing, it's been edifying to those who have been listening and learning. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great North Senate rule well. And Shalom unto the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. And I'll catch you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now.